All right, we're back, and hopefully it's not as choppy as before, so I didn't see the comments. I'm gonna try to go up the fire tower here. I'm afraid of heights, but we'll give it a go again. It's fun to go up here. It just takes me a little bit of time to get up without getting a little scared, but that's life. The adventure is really nice though. So we're here. Hopefully you guys can see okay, it's not so choppy. I can't see chat, so if you're gonna leave a message, I'll try to get back to you afterwards. But we're just out here playing around with ham radio, doing radio operations. This is the Nimham fire tower we're going up, and this is the view from one of the tiers over here. It's gonna be a little bit windy when we get up there. Winds have been gusting a little bit. We're about I think about 1,300 feet up thereabouts, maybe a little less, a little more. Don't have the precise footage or elevation, but you can hear the wind. Oh, when we get to the top, you'll like it. Maybe we'll do some radio operations too. Quite the sight, huh? And we're almost to the top here. And we made it. Welcome to the top of Mount Nimham fire tower. Wind gusts aren't too bad so far, but so roughly speaking, where we're looking right now is west towards the Hudson River. I don't know if you can see it on the film, but towards north and west here, you can almost see the Shawangons and the Catskills. It's a little bit hazy, but we off in this direction here. I think I could see Hudson Hines a little bit. I can see the other fire towers. I believe that one. Kind of hard to tell at this distance without optics, but home QTH is that way, south, and Connecticut is that way. We're close to the border of Connecticut, New York here. Sorry about the audio, it's pretty windy out here. So, and then we got the north here towards the Dutchess County and Columbia County, and in the north, in the very far distance, I wonder if I had a optic, I might be able to see Stissing Mountain Fire Tower, but not too entirely sure on that. I'm going to put us down and see if I can make another radio contact from up here in the tower. So just prepare to look at the floor for a minute. And again, I can't see the comments unfortunately, but I'll go ahead and try to talk on the radio with you guys and make a communication with some people on the radio. I'm going to use a specialty antenna. So if you can see, that's the Yaesu VX8DR, and what I'm using to point with it is this AA hot rod 2-meter antenna. So I'm going to connect that up. All my radios have a B and C connector, so I prefer to have B and C connections on my radios as opposed to SMA or other types of connections. I know I'm kind of moving around a little bit, but excuse my lack of proper production preparations for a random live stream on a just what I call an outside walk for the day. It's about 15 minutes to get up here from the parking lot, roughly about a mile up, so it's not a hike at all. The weather is about 44 degrees or so, and wind gust up here is like anywhere from 15 to 25 so far. It's my rough estimate. But let's go ahead and try to put you guys back on and see if we can make some radio contacts here. So let's grab that. Get my lanyard around my hand, so if I drop the radio, it doesn't go all the way out of the tower, as I tend to do things like that. Okay, we're back, and so this is the Yaesu VX8DR. I mentioned before in the previous stream a few minutes ago. Let's turn this bad boy on. This does get intermod up here from the towers, unfortunately, but that's the way it is with radio. This is a wideband receiver, that's why you can't have really tight front ends or filtering on it, because you have to receive. That's the trade-off when you have, like, say, for example, with radios, there's different kinds of radios. You can have VHF, UHF, HF. This particular radio is a quad band VHF, UHF radio. It does do 6 meters, so you got that magic band skip. But I digress. Since there's so many bands that it covers, it has to be a wide open barn door to capture everything. Monoband radios wouldn't be able to do that. It's just one band, so they can put in filtration if they want to. Anyway, let's go ahead and set the transmit power here. We're on low. I'll set it to high here. I do have an aftermarket battery on here that could sustain the power output. And here's our coil loaded B&C antenna, telescopic. It's a 5/8 wave coil loaded whip. And it's a little windy here, so let's see if I can get out. Now this whole entire tower is metal, so the signal pattern is not going to be the greatest, but we'll try it. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey KC2 B&W 146520 calling CQ CQ CQ. Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey calling CQ CQ CQ. Standing by and listening for any stations. See, part of what I found is sometimes it's not just the location where you are, where you're transmitting and the radio, your output and all that. It's also the time of day where people are busy doing things, or they're just relaxing or whatever. I could be calling CQ in the best spot in the world. Nobody's going to get back to me. But if I go on a busy day where people are kind of have time to play radio and whatnot, usually on a Sunday afternoon, I'll get a few hits. Or if it's on a holiday or something, people will get back to you rather quickly. So timing is an important element. And in the radio world, sometimes we'll do, if we go on like a summit or something, we'll go on a website and do what they call spotting ourselves, so that people know we're out there. They'll race through the radio and jump on and try to talk to you. All right, enough talking with this. Let's try to make a contact here. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey KC2 B&W portable Mountain Nimham calling CQ CQ CQ. Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey calling CQ CQ CQ. Standing by and listening for any stations. That's a gorgeous day out. Hello, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. KC2 B&W calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Hello, CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. KC2 B&W 146520 calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Standing by and listening for any stations. Looks like you may not get a hit today. That's okay. It's a beautiful day to be out. Oh, we might got somebody in there in the noise, I think. Change the volume. Sounds like it could be intermod too. This is KC2 B&W 146520 Cura Z, Cura Z. Well, looks like we got somebody transmitting on the frequency. They're probably trying to fix their radio. This is KC2 B&W. I hear somebody out there. Try it again, try it again. Kilo Charlie 2, Bravo November Whiskey. KC2 B&W, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. KC2 B&W, 146520, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Standing by and listening for any stations. So normally if I do any contesting or special event stations...
K2WH.
Oh. K2WH, K2WH. This is KC2 B&W. Name here is John, Julia Oscar November.
Okay, John, did you say KC2 BMW, like the car?
Bravo November Whiskey. Bravo November Whiskey. Roger?
Oh, BMW doing cool. Name here is Bill. I'm in West Milford, New Jersey.
Roger, Roger. West Milford, New Jersey. Okay, I'm up here in Mount Nimham Fire Tower in Kent, New York. And it's roughly about 45 miles north of New York City, thereabouts. And we're up about an elevation above 1,300 feet or so, maybe a little less than that. Just got a little Yaesu VX8DR here on 5 watts. Roger?
Okay, you got some noise with your signal, and I'm at 1,200 feet here in West Milford. And how far away are you?
So if you're West Milford, New Jersey, I'd say line of, I'm not sure exactly, but at least a good 50 miles or more, probably line of sight. That's a guess. It's a rough guess. Over.
Okay, is that, are you working there, or that's an unoccupied tower?
It's an occupied tower, sir. Just out here for a nice hike, kind of just doing a live stream for the YouTube channel, and just enjoying a day out here. It's a little bit windy up here, but it's very sunny and very warm right now, about 44 degrees. Roger?
Yeah, you must have moved. You went into my noise.
Roger, I moved back to my original position. How do I sound now?
Okay, now you got some static with you, but you're readable. Yeah, we have only about, I'm at Upper Greenwood Lake, actually. I'm at 1,200 feet. We have an unused fire tower also about a mile or two from me.
Yeah, roger that, Bill. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I think it's Bill, you said. Yeah, I copy that. I know where Greenwood Lake is. I was there last year doing the firefighting there, down by Jennings Creek. Roger?
Roger. Okay, well, you're doing well. From there, I guess you're using an HT?
Yeah, that's a Roger. I shifted a little bit in the tower here. I'm surrounded by a lot of metal. I'm using a 5/8 wave coil loaded antenna. For reference, you're coming in probably about a S5, S6. Little to no noise, great audio, great signal. Roger?
Yeah, I'm using an ICOM 9700 here. It's 100 watts into a 5/8 wave, a tri-band vertical. So, yeah, you're doing good. Have fun. And it's 55 degrees here. It's almost like springtime. You have a good day, and 7-3.
Roger that. You have a good day. Thanks for the contact. I appreciate it, and enjoy the day there. It's about 44 degrees here, so it's definitely like springtime up here.
Roger. Give me your calls one more time.
Yeah, roger that. It's Kilo Charlie 2, Bravo November Whiskey. That's Kilo Charlie 2, Bravo November Whiskey. Roger?
Roger. KC2 B&W. I want to put you in the log. 7-3.
Roger, roger. I'm good to go on QRZ.com. This is KC2BW 73, my friend. This is Kilo Charlie 2, Bravo November Whiskey. QRZ, Mount Nimham.
Kilo 1, Foxtrot, Radio Charlie Mobile.
Kilo 1, Foxtrot, Romeo Charlie. Kilo 1, Foxtrot, Romeo Charlie. KC2 B&W. I got you S9 up here with your mobile, Roger. Roger, I copy your Connecticut area. I think you're getting back to me there. It's KC2BW Portable. Maybe. It's possible. So what he's talking about is a tropo enhancement. He's mobile, so he's probably going to get me in and out. Okay. So it looks like he's talking to somebody else right now. So this is a calling frequency, and it's in use by a lot of guys who play ham radio. It's like the natural calling frequency. So it's a gentleman's agreement where you can have a short conversation within like 3 to 5 minutes usually on it, and then you go back to calling or you move to a separate frequency. So sometimes guys like this guy on the mobile is going to call out and see what he can find. I'm receiving him in Connecticut somewhere. Not sure where exactly, but apparently the radio spectrum is starting to pick up on 2 meters, as you guys can see, and this is real life conditions, like no editing, no fancy stuff up here, just raw radio operations in the field. And this is what you typically expect. Usually is sort of like people on the frequency when you're trying to make contacts. Sometimes they can't hear you or you can't hear them, and you might have to change frequencies on the fly. So it's important to know how to work your radio in the field, how to front end program it, so to speak. It's mainly why I do carry a lot of prosumer grade level radios, as they may not be as mil spec rated or field rated as like the commercial radios, but I can change them on the fly, and knowing how to program your radio in the field is pretty important. The wind's starting to kick up a little bit up here, so I'm sorry if the audio is really bad or you can't understand what's going on. I apologize. It's kind of, I'm going to dip down out of the wind here and sit down for a minute. Hopefully that makes the audio better. But yeah, in the radio world, I like being able to have a little bit more control over my radios. So that's why I go with radios like the Yaesu VX8DR. This is a hard to find model. I could talk a little bit about it. It's at least a couple years old, from 2007, I think they came out with it, and went into like, I guess, the teens. I don't remember exactly the date they ended production on this, but they're hard to find. They do have their own issues. The speaker on them is not very powerful. The output wattage, it's like a 200 milliwatt speaker in there, I think, or something thereabouts. I'm not sure the exact wattage output on it, but it's very weak. So that was the main complaint, and the the sides come off after a while, so you have to reglue them on, the rubber shockproof sides. So it's not a big deal, and if you don't mind the speaker part, it's not a bad radio. It's really good to have. I like it a lot. There's a lot of cool accessories for it that are hard to get. I have a mic input that goes into the top here, and it has a GPS module, and you can do what they call APRS, automatic packet reporting system, or APRS. Basically, it's a way to do a little bit of digital side on this radio. So it's pretty cool. It has a lot to do with GPS and texting and all that kind of thing. So I can get into that in another video at another time. But it's a great little radio. I like carrying around. This is my work radio, my backup radio. I pull this thing out on a lot of work-related issues and moments, and it has come in handy quite a lot. And it's got a nice scanning function to it. It's nowhere near as good as a dedicated scanner, but I have like different what they call zones or areas that I program into it for work, listening to rescue frequencies and things like that, in case we get a dispatch or something.
John, you still there?
Roger that. It's KC2B&W. I'm still here. There's another guy on the frequency in Connecticut, so I've been waiting for him to finish his QSO. Roger.
Yeah, you're right at my noise level. You gotta move into a better position.
Roger that. How do I sound now?
So I'm watching your video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Roger. Great. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, I was just going over the radio I'm using, and I'm kind of sitting out of the wind here. I don't know if the audio sounds any good.
Yeah, I'm 76 years old, and when I was in my youth, I used to hike in the White Mountains in New Hampshire up there, and I used to go up there with a 2-meter beam and a 3-watt sideband rig.
Roger that. Hey, that's a good idea. I usually carry a 3-element YAG at me, like a little hiking pole, but I didn't bring it up on the adventure here. Say, do you want to change to like maybe 146.580 or thereabouts?
146.580?
That's a Roger.
Alright, I'll go with it now.
Roger out. KC2B&W, QSY to 146.580. So what I'm doing is I'm changing frequencies, so I'm not on the calling frequency, so it allows other people to use that frequency, and I can just have a conversation here and no problem. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey on 146.580.
KC2 B&W, K2WH, I'm here.
K2WH, KC2BW. Got you loud and clear here. Yeah, that's amazing. I'd been up to the Whites too, gosh, like over 11 years ago. I was hiking and I had a Yaesu FT1DR up there, and I was playing with appers up there in the mountains. It was a lot of fun. I did the Franconian Notch, Green Leaf Hut, and Mount Lafayette.
Yeah, I was doing the presidential range myself. I think I did about 5 of them or something like that. I have a leather jacket with the patches on the shoulders, down the arm, and things like that. I was up there about 3 years ago. I took the Cog Railway up there and at the top of Mount Washington.
Yeah, roger that. I haven't been to Mount Washington yet, but I want to hike that whole peak there and try some radio operations up there. You know, in the summer when it's obviously a lot warmer. It's funny, when we were down there in July, so like 4th of July, around that time, it was like 80 degrees and humid, and then I got to the top, it's like 20 degrees, 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So the weather changes drastically over there, as you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I hiked Mount Washington twice from the parking area. Well, one day in June, when we got to the top, here I am in shorts and a t-shirt, and it started to snow.
Yeah, roger that. It was kind of like the same way we were up there, although it didn't. It only like showered us for a little bit, but the clouds are moving so fast. I got on video somewhere. I got to find the old footage and upload it at some point. But yeah, what a great place to be up there. I miss it.
Yeah, roger. All right, guy. Hey, have fun. I just want to tell you, I'm looking at your antenna design here, and it looks cool. And I don't know if you're a WRL member, a QS. Look, I got published in there for a 6-meter turnstile antenna you might find interesting. So I gotta go. KC2 BNW, K2WH. Be careful. Have fun.
K2WH from KC2BW. Thanks again, I appreciate it, and God bless, sir. Thank you for everything, and you know, getting back to me. I appreciate it. I'm going to go back to 520. I'm probably going to end the stream soon here. My battery's going to probably cut out in the GoPro in a few minutes. But thanks again for the contact. I appreciate it, and I'm glad I could share that with you up here. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Roger. Hey, one more thing. I thought I saw in one of the pictures posted, you have a Kenwood TH-S6HT?
Yeah, it's a roger. I actually got 3 of them, sir.
Oh my goodness, that is a fabulous rig. I got that myself. I've had it probably 20 years, maybe longer. I use it for everything, even troubleshooting.
Yeah, that's one heck of a great radio. I love the sideband reception on it. That's why I got 3 of them. And I like listening to the sideband on the little HTs. It's probably the best radio I've ever found for sideband listening.
I use it for power line interference detection. It works great. I've used it to track down power line interference, and it works fabulous. It's not only an HD, but it's also a test instrument. Okay, John, 7-3. Again, be careful. Have fun. K2WH.
Roger that. Thank you. And we'll talk more. I'll send you a little email when I get back. K2WH from KC2BW. 7-3, my friend. I'm going to QSY back to 146520.
7-3.
See, that's what ham radio is about, being able to talk to like-minded guys, and just, you know, anybody in general who's got like a lot of cool experiences and gear and just life experiences to share. And it's another way of connecting with people that's I find socially rewarding. Excuse my wording, but I speak in weird sentences sometimes, so but it's a fun hobby, and it's a good practical skill to have in the field for emergencies, given our time that we live in. So it's a great way to socialize and build up the skills to talk on a radio, knowing when to switch frequencies, how to judge to make the right kind of calls in the field. I'm going to compress this antenna down, and ironically I've read anecdotally online that you can use this AA hot rod as a quarter wave antenna in its current format like this. I tested the SWR and it's not exactly where I want it to be in the ohm impedance, but in a pinch I think you can use it. The SW being not the best, but within acceptable ranges. But that's the 8DR, VX8DR. The other radio I was talking about with the K2WH on there was Kenwood brand radio. Another great brand of radio makers is Kenwood. I like the THF6A. That's another model. It does a lot of excellent wideband receiving up to 1.3 gigahertz. This one goes up to about 900 something megahertz from 0.3. Don't quote me exactly on the specs, and I can't think of it offhand, but it can listen to broadcast stations, as we heard in the previous stream, and you can listen to anything up to 900 megahertz band, minus the cellular, obviously. They did block that for obvious reasons, but a great, fine radio. As you can see, it works well in the field. That's my chirping on the Mestastic stuff, so we're up here also playing Mestastic, and every time I get a message, that little chirp goes off. So, but I think I'm going to end the stream here. I'm sorry if I didn't get back to your comments. I can't really see comments up on my phone here while I'm out remote streaming. But hopefully you were able to see most of that and enjoy the views up here. Until next time, thanks again, guys. Let's see if I can find the off button on my phone here and not drop it down the tower. But it's been fun. I'll try to do more live stream stuff with you guys in the future.